Hello to you again, my fellow artists. Welcome to Term 2, Week 5. Today we are starting with undoubtedly my favorite art form, sculpting. This time it will be with paper mache. This video is number 1 of 2. You will have a choice to stop after video 1 or explore further with video 2, which will then follow next week. Today I'm recycling bottles and newspaper. I'm not yet too sure of what I want to make, but that idea will come as I work. Let's start by shortening a 2-liter cool drink bottle. I've cut the bottle in half and made some snips in the base of the top half. This will help me to get the top half into the bottom half. Secure the joint with some tape. If this is going to be an ornament, I would like to have a little bit of weight in the bottom. Anything that will not rot or damage over time will do. In my case, I'm using rice. Next, I'm using a small glass bottle and the bottom of a milk bottle. Secure the glass bottle into the milk bottle using some tape. My structure was a bit wobbly, so I used more tape to secure it. I must say an interesting shape is forming here. There is no way that I will not use the leftover of the milk bottle as well. Cover the bottom of the bottle, and if you would like to, put some weight into this one as well. And guess what? An idea of what to make came into my head, and I put it onto paper to keep me on track. Now let's start the paper mache process. With most newspapers there is a small newspaper. I find it very easy to use this small newspaper for strips. Turn the newspaper sideways. Place your index finger at the spot where you would like to tear the strips. Carefully tear the paper towards you. The best length for strips to use is about as wide as a ruler and about half a ruler long. Now please do not measure it, just aim and fire. Powder glue or wallpaper adhesive is very good to use, and once you've mixed some glue, it will be good for use for quite a long time. This option could however be a bit expensive. The cheap route to follow, which I obviously chose, is flour, any flour, but be sure to mix only enough to use for one day, because by the second day a flour mixture starts to talk back. Mix a cup or 2 of flour with enough water to make a consistency very much like mayonnaise. Don't worry about lumps, that will not be a problem. And believe it or not, a piece of newspaper is the best cloth you can use for dirty hands. You do not even have to wash your hands every time. Only wash your hands once you have completely finished a session. Paper mache does not have to be a massive mess, guys. Take a strip into one hand. Use the index finger of your other hand to dunk the strip into the glue. Then strip the paper between 2 fingers to get rid of excess glue. Now fix the paper to the bottle using that same dunking index finger. Be nice to the paper. Stroke the paper like you would stroke a kitten's head to make it sleep. And by the second or third stroke you will see the paper doing exactly what you would like it to do. No rushing, no loose ends. When you get to a shape in your mold that you would like to keep, once again, be nice to your paper and stroke that kitty's head into each and every nook and cranny. To make your paper mache strong, change the direction of the paper pasting with every layer. Look at my babies. I still need to do the bottoms though, but as far as shapes go, they look pretty good. Each one of them now have about 3 layers. Maybe a flower pot and 2 paperweights. But what would an artist's mind be if you can't change it? The extra strips that I've added to the bottleneck to make it wider were also dunked into the glue to make them hard. And there you go. So far, so good. Should you have white recycled paper, you can paste a layer of that over the newspaper, and then you do not even have to paint the ornament white before decorating. For this video, Jennifer got a chance again to see what was happening on the table. She turned 14 a few days ago. Happy birthday, Jen Jen!